This is a custom battery pack that I built in the previous video out of 18650 battery cells that I recovered from old power tool battery packs that had been thrown away. I built this battery pack as a replacement for a starting battery on my riding lawnmower, and I subsequently built a second pack for my mini dozer as well, so I'll link to those here if you're interested. They've been working really well, but this pack is back on my bench because unfortunately it met some water and I had to replace some of the cells. So it's back together. I've got good cells for each of the 4 cell groups, and I thought this would be a good time to go over a cool little device that I already installed on the mini dozer, but I've not yet installed on this pack. And what that is an active cell balancing board. These are pretty genius. They're complex in some ways and really simple in other ways. Basically, you have a bank of capacitors here, and this will be connected to each series group successfully. So if it connects to series 1, let's call it, and that has 3.7 volts, and then it connects over to series 2, and that has 3.6 volts, well, these capacitors will want to drain into series 2. And then if it connects into series 3 and it has 3.8 volts, well, now it's going to charge up again from that higher voltage. So the capacitors are always going to be charged up or down. They're going to be either taking on power or giving off power based on the cell series group that they connect to. And over time, as you keep on doing that process over and over and over again, all the cells equalize out without connecting them together, which you can't do because of course they're in series. You can't take a series set of cells and parallel them, but effectively that's what this does, but one at a time. So this is a pretty cool little device. This is a 4S version. You can get them in all different sizes, and it's rated to up to 5 amps of transfer power, which is quite a lot more than what you're going to see in your typical cell balancers like this one, or even your hobby chargers. They're going to do a lot slower balance. So as I'm rebuilding this pack, I kept the balance connector on here that was already on it, and that's useful for just, plugging this in and seeing where the cells are. You got to plug it in the right way, of course. And so now you can see that I've actually got an imbalance, 174 millivolt imbalance, in fact. So basically 0.17 volts between the lowest group and the highest group. And that comes from the cells that I put in there just now, the new cells. But if I plug this in to a second wiring harness that I added on, the same connection points as this balance lead, but a little bit heavier wires, it's going to start doing the process I described, and you'll see that the cell balance difference has already lowered. So it's going to be going around, and when it hits the cell group 4, 3.76 volts, it's going to charge up those capacitors at 3.76. When it goes to cell group 1 at 3.6, well, now there's an imbalance of 0.16 volts, and electricity is naturally going to flow out of the capacitors into cell group 1, and then on to cell group 2, 3, similar process, but they're all very close to each other, so smaller amounts of power will flow. It'll end up at group 3 at 3.62 volts in the capacitors, and then when it hits 4, 3.75, higher than 3.62, so those capacitors will be charged up, and the process repeats itself. Like I say, it's pretty complex in the way it's actually manufactured, but it's also really simple in the way that it works. And it also works when you're charging the battery. There's the cell balance output, and here's a charging input. And I'm probably just going to attach the cell balancing board right here when I close it up with the big old heat shrink wrap. But I'll go ahead and bring my charger into view as well. And it's set to 16.8 volts, 5 amps. We'll turn it on. All the voltages now are going to slowly rise, but that imbalance should continue to go down. Well, pack voltage continues to increase while the cell imbalance continues to decrease, albeit at a slower rate as the cell groups get closer to each other in voltage. And the way these active balancers work, they're going to transfer more current between cell groups when there's more of a voltage disparity between them. So keep in mind that your fastest rate of balance is going to happen when you first plug it in, and as the cell groups get closer to each other, this is going to slow down. Probably still faster than most like hobby chargers, but it's not going to be a linear balance. It's something to be aware of, and that makes it a good candidate for installing as like a backpack on your battery pack like I'm going to do. So it's always plugged in, and it can continue working on those battery voltages over a long period of time so that they come together and completely equalize. Battery pack shrink wrap is done, and you can see how I configured the active cell balancer here on the end of the pack. I'm really happy with how this turned out. The whole pack is wrapped in a cushion, and then there's also an extra thick anti-static bag that I sandwiched between the cell balancer and the first row of cells so that they don't interfere with each other. There's a light to tell you when balancing is active. There's also a soldering pad where you can wire in your own switch. If you don't, it'll automatically shut off when the imbalance falls below 5 millivolts, when the transfer between series groups is below 0.1 milliamps, or if the first series group B1 falls below 2.7 volts. At that point, it only consumes 0.1 milliamps itself. And you can see that I'm still able to do a balance charge with the original balance lead that I've left on there. I'm doing that right now with my Tenergy hobby charger, and I'm getting the benefit of the resistive balancing that typical chargers do, as well as the capacitive style balancing that's going on at the same time. So those work together to squeeze those cell voltages closer and closer to each other a little bit faster. And you can see that they are really, well, they're all the same now, and charging will be done shortly. So that's the end of this video. I hope you found it interesting or helpful. If you did, hit the like button. That would really help me out. If you've got any questions, throw them in the comments. Most of all, thanks for watching.